Hello everybody, it's Stan and welcome to this video, which is Atari Images. Just a little preview of some of the things Atari can do. This first image is something that I use. I use it to make the other wallpaper size images. This is a phosphor dot grill type of effect. Basically just red, green, and blue lines going down. And this is the smaller version. It depends on what I'm going to do with the images. And these ones are used for scanline effects. I start them off sharp, add them on, and then blur the image. Now let's get on to some actual Atari images, shall we? Ballet. Pretty good for 4 colors. And here is a bird. We have a little thing here to demonstrate what we can do with when we draw a little image of a bird and then use some math to smooth things out. It's just a little demo that was done. And here's little Miss Bissett herself, Jacqueline Bissett. Good old ball blaster. Boat. Boulder Dash. Rocky. There's a castle. Another castle. A character editor program. This would look like on basically a monitor and on a TV. Notice some of the slight color artifacting along some of the letters. Especially the inverse characters. Good old Winston Churchill. Cindy Crawford, I believe. A lot of these pictures, they do have quite a bit of detail, and well, like this dragon. Imagine having to draw some of these with nothing more than a joystick. A joystick that goes in one of 8 directions. Just think about it. Here's another image that would look good on a monitor. This is what it would look like if it was on a TV screen. It says, warning, may not work on color TVs. I agree. With 4 colors on the screen at one time, well, a lot can be done. And again, looking at these, you can see where I've blown up the images and added the scan lines and the phosphor dot effects to make it look how it would seem on a monitor or television. London fog. For 4 colors, you can get some awesome shade effects. Graphics 10.7, not actual standard graphics mode per se. It was just made using special hardware tricks and software tricks and whatnot. Griffin. Here are all 256 colors of the Atari that you have to choose from. Hues 0 through 15, 0 being the grayscale, and 16 brightnesses of each hue. Fractal Zoom was an interesting program for drawing Mandelbrot Julia fractal curves. This is in the high-res mode as would appear on a monitor and on a television screen, as would appear in the 16 shade graphics mode, in the 9 color graphics mode, the 16 hue, well, 15 hue and black background color mode. Don't ask. And 4 color mode. A lot of these pictures use the 4 color mode, like keys, con, and koala. Some of them use the 16 shade mode, 16 shades one hue for beautiful shading effects. But sometimes even two colors can be quite effective. Lake. Landscape. There's a cool game I always love to play, and the title screen for it. Life magazine. Lighthouse. Madonna. Mars. Model. Some of these images, they may look weird as a still image, but you have to imagine two images being flipped about, well, each one would be like on the screen for a 60th of a second, and one has a bunch of shading and the other has like different hues. It's used to simulate more colors. Marilyn Monroe. Moonset. And mounts. And night. Oh yeah, Opus and Bill the Cat. Little interesting demo, pencils. Pingo, good arcade game. Pharaoh, and another interpretation. Pinup. Planes. Red Teddy. Well, can't exactly see a color itself per se. And a sailboat. And space scene Saturn. Oh, Enterprise. And an Excelsior class ship. Snow. This is how this would look like on a monitor, and using the TV's artifacts capabilities, or should I say hardware shortcomings, we can simulate other colors. See? And with certain hardware and software tricks, we can basically get more colors on the screen at once than we normally would. Not half bad. Good old Stephen King. Stephen King, whatever. There's a nice picture by Sarah Roberts. Cove. Brian Hunt. No relation. And looking at this, it appears that this is actually three colors. We have the black, gray, and red. Could have had an extra one, but... And as I was saying, a few hardware tricks. That's what you get. Some of these images were obviously scanned or digitized. Another one with the interlace thing. Yeah, and as you can tell, this is every other line is indicative that this image has one part that's grayscale, and the other part is just standard various hues, and it alternates a 60th of a second one is displayed, 60th second something else. It does produce a slight flickering effect when it's actually being displayed that way. So Winston Churchill again, this time in the 16 shade mode. Good use of shading and coloring, 4 colors, and with a checkerboard pattern. You look at it from a distance, this is what happens. Pretty good deal, pretty good. And again, the Atari's high-res mode, as it's called, usually 320 across by 192 up and down. Um, on a TV, this would look much different. And good old Yoda. Can't forget Yoda. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little presentation. Until next time, peace.